All right, Todd, now we're looking at this 1967 RS Camaro.
69.
Oh, 69, sorry. You're right, 69. And you're right, I've talked too fast sometimes for my brain. What's the story on the RS?
Bought it one summer, a long time ago. I bought 3 of them one summer when the going price was $300 a shot. I drove it home from 30, 40 miles away. Didn't run good, but it ran. It actually has the motor out of that blue car down there in it.
Okay.
Which is the 327. That's a 327 Camaro. Which by 69, it must be an early 327 because by late, they were 307s and the 327 was gone.
Mm-hmm.
Put that motor in it because I had it. Drove it some, parked it.
That's cool.
Cortez silver black top.
I was going to say, you don't see very many
Black
silver.
stripe, black, the woven mesh deluxe interior in it. Sport steering wheel.
So it's very well,
floor, console.
very well optioned then.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's so neat.
Full tint glass, I believe.
So, I'm sorry, did you say it was an air-conditioned car then, or?
Just full tint glass or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Like the,
Okay, not going to fall in the hole.
sport steering wheel.
Rally Sport, yeah. Wow. Yeah, it is. That is really nice. Another one with a Z28 style spoiler on it. Oh, it even has those big bumper brackets. I guess those are rare.
Bumper guards.
Bumper guards, yeah. Well, I can see the whole trunk lids off of another car.
Yeah. I had, years ago, I bought 67, I think it was yellow, from a guy at work, and he had tore it all apart, completely disassembled it in his 2-car garage. The guy was a little different. He decided he wanted it gone because he was going to build a helicopter.
Oh, of course.
I bought all the car, all the pieces, had to pay a flatbed truck to go get it, but he also had a 69 convertible. I think he said it was even a Super Sport, which he had stripped that deck lid and a bunch of other pieces off and then sold it to a scrapyard.
Wow, okay.
Like,
jeez.
man, scrapyard for a ragtop?
Oh, that's sad.
I think that's where the spoiler comes from.
Gotcha.
Off of the 69 Super Sport convertible.
That's all. And what's the story on this 68 right here?
I bought it the same summer as I bought this Rally Sport. I bought it because it had factory air, has a sport steering wheel. It's a 327 car.
Hubcaps. Well, at least it's got hubcaps on it now.
Yes. Those hubcaps, depending on what the center cap is, could be Chrysler. A friend of mine had a Charger with them on.
Mm-hmm.
They could be Ford. Guy that lives over the hill used to have a Galaxy that was black 2-door. Had those kind of hubcaps on. I don't know who was making them, but
a fake mag wheel.
fake
hubcap.
mag wheels.
Yep. And then what's the green one right here?
Just one that I bought.
Just another,
Came from a local salvage yard, got it in. The trick part of the car is, I won a $20 bet one time from somebody that this is exactly the correct place for a rear deck antenna.
Okay.
He doubted me, so he took the antenna off. You see the little notch hole that they always cut in factory installed?
Yep.
He didn't doubt me after that. Pay up.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that either.
It's still there. I think I have a part of another quarter panel I cut off one time just to save that part of it.
Wow. And then here's a Firebird sitting here.
68 Firebird. It was a 350 4-speed car. It's red, but it had snow white interior. Probably a really pretty car when it was new. When I got the car, it had a 10-bolt posi rear end in it. It had a 4-speed that the young guy insisted it was a rock crusher. Well, he didn't know beans because it had a cast iron box Saginaw in it. But I ended up with the whole thing.
Okay.
Bunch of the stuff out of the dash.
I'd be careful. That one has the big hole in front of it.
I'm used to walking on that. And I don't weigh as much as you do.
That is. Oh shit! I just fell through the. Okay, I'm just gonna stand right back over here.
I sold a bunch of the dash stuff out of it to a guy that came from over towards Dubuque.
Okay.
That had like a drag car that didn't have any dash, so a bunch of the dash stuff went to him.
Gotcha.
It still has the stupid looking little small custom steering wheel.
I saw that. Yeah, the little 70s. Thankfully, it's not a chain steering wheel.
I have one of those in the garage.
And what's the 69 that's right over yonder? The one that's like just a shell?
It's a shell.
It's got the 2 holes.
Yeah. I don't know where you can.
I'll come around the other side.
You won't fall in. Here, you can walk across here.
Is it there? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's getting pretty bad. Oh, okay.
Gotta get him to push more dirt up and lower so I can try to stop this, because this is really getting bad. I bought this car from a guy. I worked with the guy for a while. He was originally from Tennessee. He quit working with me, took another job. I had always told him I wanted this car. He had another 69 Firebird body that came from Tennessee. This one has been hit somehow in the cowl on the left side. He says you can't make a door fit it.
Oh, okay.
No offense to his hillbilly buddies, but they were trying to push from inside of the door hinge area to the other side. I told him I'll take him to my friend that has a laser frame machine. That corner will either straighten out or he'll tear it off of there, one or the other.
Yeah.
Anyway, he comes to the shop one day and like, yep, I stripped out that 69. I'm going to cut the top off it. Like, dude, told you not to do that. Went to his house after work and bought the car.
Oh, okay.
I had to put the rear end under it. It has the rear end out of that orange car back there. It has the springs out of that blue Pontiac. It has the disc brake front stub off of that car back there.
Okay.
And the floorboards were really good because it's from Tennessee. The quarter panels came off of another car that was basically junk, but it had reasonably good complete replacement, GM replacement quarter panels on it.
Okay.
A friend of mine had the hood off of his old Z. It was rusted out. There it is.
Gotcha.
It's a Rally Sport front end.
Well, it's a Z28 from the
Rally
emblem.
Sport Z28 front end.
Oh,
I
really?
knew the guy that had the car new. It was orange with white stripes.
Wow.
That happened to it. It ended up at a salvage yard. A guy that bought another 69 from me back in the day and then wrecked it. Went to the salvage yard and bought this front end.
Oh, really?
Put it on that car. I ended up buying the car back from him. Did whatever with the other car. Still had the orange front end, so it's on this car.
Yeah, that works.
Factory orange car, orange front end.
Yep, that works. That works. And then I'm leaning on one of your newer cars, 81, right? 80. Turbo Trans Am Firebird, I mean. And this thing is so cool. I mean, look at that. Usually you know they're black or gold, but this is silver with orange with the T-tops.
T-top car.
WS6 car. Because it has the...
disc brake, positive traction, rear sway barred rear end in it.
And this one's actually going to be rescued here shortly, I believe.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be, yeah.
I checked the other day. It's been here for 24 years.
Wow, 24 years. And I mean, other than it's sitting in the mud, it's not that bad.
I drove it when it sat there. The turbo's junk on it, but it's still complete under the hood. I sold the interior out of it shortly after I got the car. It had really nice black interior.
Okay.
I sold the interior for more than I paid for it. I sold the corners off of the spoiler and the filler panel from the deck lid to the rear glass to a guy I know that was restoring one. Sold him the parts because he needed them and I didn't.
Gotcha. And then here's just some parts Camaros.
SE Firebird. Again, disc brake, positive traction, big rear sway barred. 80 whatever.
Yeah.
Firebird. It has no top because it was sitting, there was a third car up on a stack of cars in a salvage yard. I did some work with these people. I got this car and some S10 Blazers and whatever. They picked it up and set it on the ground and brought it to me.
Okay, cool.
The top was so junk, I took the Sawzall, cut the top off and got rid of it. The top is out of an old Jeep station wagon type thing.
No, like a Willys wagon or something, yeah.
Something to that effect.
Wagoneer, who knows?
You can tell that Todd has a real love for the first-gen Camaros and Firebirds. I mean, he had almost one of every style there, and had preserved them in his little collection, which was very fortunate, because most of them were either going to be junked or scrapped, as he said in the video. Quite a few of them were on their way to the junkyard, and he saved them from a far worse fate than just sitting out in his field. And at last talking, when I was there just a few weeks ago, the Firebird had not been picked up by the owner. He'd actually not heard from them, so he hopes something would change here in the future. That front end that you just saw was a legit 69 Z28 Camaro RS front end that he saved as well.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed that video. This actual video was a one long 20-minute long video that I broke up into two videos. So this one and then the next one, then there's I think two more after that from the property, including one with a Chrysler 300 that you may have seen in the background in a few scenes. But went back there, nothing's changed. The owner Todd is still cool. He's been working on a bunch of his own projects and a lot of cool stuff. I'm actually on my way to Kenosha, Wisconsin. This is a Labor Day weekend. Haven't had a chance to work on anything because it's been like 90% humidity, and my garage is uninsulated and below grade, which is another story, but I'll keep you all updated on how that goes. Oh, that's right. This is on my new camera, and the camera is in a new spot, so I'm looking at the wrong spot. But let me know what you guys think. Also, I'm thinking about doing a live Q&A maybe next week or the week after, because a lot of cool stuff's coming up. And I'm thinking about taking all these videos and putting it out as one long release at the end. Let me know your comments and what you think. Of course, I release every Monday, so keep watching. I'll see you all soon. Stay safe. Stay safe.